got to talk about this climate change activist. I mean, this is a solid climate change activist since he was 16 years old. He's 49 now. He's been doing this a long time.
Look at that.
And he knows what he's talking about. This guy has won like green awards. He supported the Sandinistas in Managua, Nicaragua, if you could believe it. He supported the Sandinistas again in Managua, Nicaragua. So, I mean, he's like for socialist revolutions. Now he's saying he apologizes on behalf of environmentalists everywhere. I would like to formally apologize for the climate scare we created over the last 30 years. Climate change is happening. It's just not the end of the world. It's not even our most serious environmental problem.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is awesome. I may seem like a strange person to be saying all this. I've been a climate activist for 20 years and an environmentalist for 30. But as an energy expert, asked by Congress to provide objective expert testimony and invited by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, at the UN to serve as expert reviewer of its next assessment report, I feel an obligation to apologize for how badly we environmentalists have misled the public. Is that amazing? This guy's name is Michael Shellenberger.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Zeha Beetle.
No, it's not Zeha Beetlebaum or Beetlejuice.
I was with you on that.
It's Shellenberger. And here's a few things he says. Humans are not causing a sixth mass extinction, which is what they're saying all the time now. The Amazon is not the lungs of the world.
Wow.
Climate change is not making natural disasters worse. We've been trying to say that for how long? Fires have declined 25% around the world since 2003. The amount of land we use for meat, humankind's biggest use of land, has declined by an area nearly as large as Alaska. This is like heresy to climate change people.
I want to ask you a question, though. Is this guy still alive?
So far.
I think they Forbes took down his...
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. He wrote an article and Forbes printed it, and then they took it down.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it's circulating everywhere else, so, message got through.
This is, there's a lot more here that we will get to. All right, we were in the middle of this Michael Shellenberger discussion where he's taking on the envalmentalists.
Can't delay. After you say Michael, you can't pause because then we're just hearing Beetlejuice guy in our heads.
This is not him. This is not an Al Sharpton.
How do you know?
I'm glad we deleted that. Yes.
We're positive about that?
Are we
Positive.
sure? People change.
Okay.
Are you dead naming?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I am not. But we left off with fires declining 25% around the world. This guy is a big-time climate activist.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for 20, 30 years.
This is great.
And now he's saying this is not catastrophic, and we're not going to die from this. He says the buildup of wood fuel and more houses near forests, not climate change, explains why there are more and more dangerous fires in Australia and California.
Huh.
Okay. Things that we've been saying. Carbon emissions are declining in most rich nations and have been declining in Britain, Germany, and France since the mid-1970s. Netherlands became rich, not poor, while adapting to life below sea level. Below sea level. We produce 25% more food than we need, and food surpluses will continue to rise as the world gets hotter. Another thing we've said all along, warmer weather grows food.
Also, we adapt.
Right.
We adapt as humans.
Wood fuel is far worse for people and wildlife than fossil fuel. And preventing future pandemics requires more, not less, industrial agriculture.
Wow, I'm not sure what to do with this. An intellectually honest leftist?
It's hard to believe.
It's not computing.
Seriously hard to believe.
He is, look, any awards he has, those are gone.
Yeah, they're gone. They'll withdraw them.
No way.
His statue that was built, or will be built, being torn down before it's already been built.
Those plans are...
Yeah. It's over.
They've ripped up the plan.
Yes. They've torn down in their minds the statue that they built for him. He says, I know the above facts will sound like climate denialism to many people, but it just shows the power of climate alarmism. In reality, the above facts come from the best available scientific studies, including those conducted by or accepted by the IPCC, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, and other leading scientific bodies. I mean, this is just incredible stuff. Here's some highlights from the book, and the book is called, I'm just drawing a blank. Apocalypse Never. The book is called Apocalypse Never. He says, factories and modern farming are the keys to human liberation and environmental progress. The most important thing for saving the environment is producing more food, particularly meat, on less land. The most important thing for reducing air pollution and carbon emissions is moving from wood to coal to petroleum to natural gas, which is what we've done, and then he says to uranium. So he's talking about nuclear fuel, which is brilliant. 100% renewables would require increasing the land used for energy from today's, oh my gosh. Okay, so the land used for energy today is 0.5%. We would have to, if we do 100% renewables, it would increase to 50%. We should want cities, farms, and power plants to have higher, not lower, power densities. Vegetarianism reduces one's emissions by less than 4%. Greenpeace didn't save the whales. Switching from whale oil to petroleum and palm oil did. Free-range beef would require 20 times more land and produce 300% more emissions. This is just, I mean, everything they say is being destroyed by this guy. Greenpeace dogmatism worsened forest fragmentation of the Amazon, and the colonialist approach to guerrilla conservation in the Congo produced a backlash that may have resulted in the killing of 250 elephants. Okay, so on and on and on.
Seriously?
This goes.
I mean, he's a deep dive.
Deep, yeah.
So good.
I mean, if you're interested in the climate change thing, you would love the book Apocalypse Never. I like the interview. Stu did an interview with him last night on his show on Stu Does America, and it was such great information. I had to have the book, and so I downloaded it real quick. I haven't read it completely yet. Well, I haven't read it at all yet, but I'm going to.
Which means you haven't read it completely. That's not a lie.
It's true. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. It was a true statement from the beginning.